Roger Stone believes in demonic portals above the White House. Executives at FTX had a secret group chat called Wirefraud. And Canadian courts still don't know if a fraudster is alive or dead. I'm Sammy Davis, and this is Some Dumb News. It's getting hard to know if Republicans themselves are stupid or if they think that the people who vote for Republicans are stupid. Roger Stone, a once prominent conservative lawyer who worked with several Republican administrations, now believes that a demonic portal has opened above the Biden White House. And if you have good enough faith, you'll be able to see it too. Stone appeared on the Eric Matejas radio show, and while I'm sure I mispronounced that last name, I genuinely do not care enough to take 5 seconds to look up how to correctly pronounce it. Sorry, Eric. Anyway, Me Taxes asked Stone about the existence of the supernatural, and Stone claimed to have seen a portal himself. I think that a portal, a demonic portal, opened above the White House around the time that the Bidens moved in. This was brought to my attention by a Christian who lives in North Florida who sent me a bunch of documents and also a bunch of notations from the Bible about portals. Let's pause for a moment. A Christian out of North Florida is the expert on a portal in Washington, D.C. Stone continues, I was skeptical about it, but I looked at the photos. Also, there's a live cam where you can actually see in real time, and there does appear to be something above the White House. At first you say, oh, maybe it's a reflection, maybe it's an aerostat balloon. Stone then claimed that one of his police officer friends out of Arlington, Virginia also claimed to have seen something. Let's take a look at the White House to see the portal. Oh God, it's evil! It's evil! But on the real, I did find the live stream of the White House building, and I'll leave a link below for you to see the demonic portal on your own. To me, it looks like Roger Stone is a little bit confused about clouds. I mean, I've got clouds outside my house right now. Maybe there's a demonic portal opening above me! Ah! As a peek behind the curtain, I'm bringing this next story up because I already made a short video about it on TikTok. FTX's top brass had a secret chat group called Wirefraud. Yeah, when Sam Bankman-Fried claims innocence and bad luck, just remember that he and his top executives were chit-chatting about everything in a Wirefraud chat group. The larger FTX story is actual real news, so it goes a little bit beyond the scope of this dumb show about dumb news. But when billionaires brag about their crimes, that's just dumb enough to get my attention. Alan Fisher, a 59-year-old out of Ontario, defrauded the Canada Post of more than $235,000. Now, attorney Adam Campbell is telling courts that he obtained a death certificate for Fisher but needs more time to determine its validity. Fisher was supposed to appear in court last month but was reported dead by means of medical assistance. Justice Spencer Nicholson pushed the case back to February, stating, I don't think I can sentence a dead person, but we've got to bring this to a close in the near future. I think the court should take a page from the Olive Garden's management playbook and demand Fisher's body be brought to court. You're too dead for sentencing? Prove it! Mass surveillance has become a pretty common thing these days. Even in my small city, there are cameras everywhere. Plus, if you are using a device connected to the internet like you are being tracked right now. But sometimes an organization goes a bit too far with its surveillance and people fight back. In Northeastern University's interdisciplinary science and engineering complex, special heat sensors were installed at desks without telling students. The hardware appeared overnight and was installed around crotch levels at desks. Students brought the issue to university administration, who claimed that these devices were going to show building usage. Students then dismantled the devices and set them out in the lobby of the building, shaping the word "no" with the censors. Eventually, the university did remove the censors. Now, I'm not a fan of modern mass surveillance, but it's the world we live in, so I usually just ignore the fact that I carry my surveillance device with me everywhere I go. Still, whenever companies and organizations add more tools to watch us, it does frustrate me. Companies aren't satisfied knowing that you were able to turn in your work on time, so they install screen monitors to see how you moved your mouse and what websites you visited before finishing your work. Some organizations even require that you install special apps on your personal phone that does nothing but monitor your personal phone's location information. And because these are the organizations with all of the power, most people usually just shrug their shoulders and give up a little more privacy. But not the students at Northeastern University. Speaking of surveillance, let's move on to some breaking-ish news about Twitter. Some have speculated that Elon Musk wanted to buy Twitter to shut down the account that tracks his personal jet. Before buying Twitter, Musk offered to buy that account for $5,000, and the account owner countered with $50,000. After buying Twitter, Musk stated that his commitment to free speech extends even to not banning the account following my plane, even though that is a direct personal safety risk. Today, Twitter has permanently suspended the account, though Musk and the 5 or 6 people still working at Twitter refuse to comment on the ban. Now remember, this and other tracking accounts were using publicly available data in order to source their content. The account was not stealing Musk's private information. Personally, I kind of hope this leads to a few more copycat accounts, also using public data to reveal Musk's personal information. Look, if we want some changes to our mass surveillance system, a great strategy is to use that surveillance against the rich and powerful. Unfortunately, as this Twitter account shows, sometimes the rich and powerful are also too stupid to understand facts. There's really not much to this next story, but it was just dumb enough to catch my attention. In Texas, State Representative Tom Oliverson, wow, 2 first names, is fed up with people using the Chilean flag emoji instead of the Texas flag emoji. And now he's proposing a resolution demanding that people stop using the Chilean flag emoji when they mean to use the Texas flag emoji. Oliverson writes, "The Lone Star flag has a grand history, starting with its adoption as the 3rd flag of the Republic of Texas by President Mirabeau B. Lamar and the Texas Congress in 1839. And just as our flag could never fully embody the country of Chile, neither can the Chilean flag inspire feelings of pride and passion in the heart of a true Texan. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the 85th legislature of the state of Texas hereby reject the notion that the Chilean flag, although it is a nice flag, can in any way compare to or be substituted for the official state flag of Texas, and urge all Texans not to use the Republic of Chile flag emoji in digital forums when referring to the Lone Star flag of the great state of Texas." Like with so many other Republican policies, this is a resolution that does nothing, but I'm sure it makes Representative Oliverson feel better about himself. Oliverson was elected state representative for the 130th district in 2016 when he ran unopposed after the primary. In India, a woman who was declared murdered in 2015 has been arrested. Back in 2015, she and her new husband quarreled about property and money. She demanded that everything be put in her name, but her new husband refused. She then left and was reported missing. Later, the body of a dead woman was found, and family claimed it to be the body of the missing bride. Police convicted the husband and another man of murder, and now, 7 years later, the missing bride has been found alive and well. She has been detained, and the 2 accused have been released on bail. They have not been found innocent, despite the murdered woman being found alive, but They are hopeful they will receive justice. In Wisconsin, a middle school was forced to close after a student and teacher were bitten by spiders. Exterminators found at least 30 yellow sac spiders in classrooms. Now, while the spiders are not deadly to humans, their bites are painful. On top of that, the yellow sac spider does not weave webs. Instead, it hunts for its meals, making the likelihood of encounters with students much higher. But for one day, spiders ruled the school. Finally, and I'm only bringing this up because it was on every site that I looked at, scientists have discovered that snakes have clitorises. 2 of them. That's it. That's the whole news story. And that's it for Some Dumb News. If you've made it this far, why not subscribe? Feel free to like, comment, and share the video. I'll be back Friday with more stupid stories, and I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.